Good day, everyone. Today, let's explore another lesson. But before that, I have here two pictures, picture A and picture B. So, picture A shows a teacher with traditional technology, and picture B shows a teacher with digital technology. So, from the two pictures, who do you think is better equipped to handle the 21st century learners? So that's what we are going to talk about today. But before I proceed, let's read first the objectives for today's lesson. At the end of the discussion, the students will be able to first identify the competency standards of ICT necessary in teaching for pre-service teacher education. Second, create a graphic organizer that shows ISTE National Educational Technology Standards for both teachers and students, and value the importance of ICT competency standards for pre-service teacher education. Alright, so our topic for today is all about ICT competency standards for Philippine pre-service teacher education. Why must teachers be skilled in the use of ICT in the classroom? So ICT competency standards from CHED UNESCO as provided in the 2017 Policy Standards and Guidelines or the PSG for pre-service education. The program outcomes for teacher education degrees clearly state that every future teacher demonstrate proficiency in the development and utilization of information, communication, and technology or the so-called ICT resources in promoting quality teaching learning process. ICT competency standards is made up of 7 domains. Each domain has a set of competencies. So these are the domains and the corresponding competencies. We have the domain 1, which is about understanding ICT in education. It composed of demonstrate awareness of policies affecting ICT in education, comply with ICT policies as they affect teaching learning, contextualize ICT policies to the learning environment. That's all about domain 1. And we have here domain 2, curriculum and assessment. Demonstrate understanding of concepts, principles, and theories of ICT systems as they apply to teaching learning. Evaluate digital and non-digital learning resources in response to students' diverse needs. Develop digital learning resources to enhance teaching learning. And use ICT tools to develop 21st century skills such as information media and technology skills, learning and innovation skills, career skills, and effective communication skills. Those are the domain number 2, and let's go to the domain number 3, which is pedagogy. Apply relevant technology tools for classroom activities. Use ICT knowledge to solve complex problems and support student collaborative activities. Model collaborative knowledge construction in face-to-face and virtual environments. Those are the domain number 3, and now let's proceed to the domain number 4, which is about technology tools. Demonstrate competence in the technical operations of technology, tools, and systems as they apply to teaching and learning. Use technology tools to create new learning opportunities to support community of learners. Demonstrate proficiency in the use of technology tools to support teaching and learning. Now let's go to domain number 5, which is about organization and administration. Compose technology-assisted instructions in an inclusive classroom environment. Exhibit leadership in shared decision-making using technology tools. So let's proceed to domain number 6, which is about teacher professional learning. Explore existing and emerging technology to acquire additional content and pedagogical knowledge. Utilize technology tools in creating communities of practice. Collaborate with peers, colleagues, and stakeholders to access information in support of professional learning. And let's go to the domain 7, which is the last domain, which is about teacher disposition. Demonstrate social, ethical, and legal responsibility in the use of technology tools and resources. Show positive attitude towards the use of technology tools. So, those are the domains of ICT competency standards. Likewise, the Department of Education issued Department of Education Order number 42 series of 2017 mandating the use of the Philippine Professional Standard for Teachers, or the POST or POST, to start with the beginning teachers who are the fresh graduates from the teacher education program. To test if you really understood the 7 domains of ICT competency standards for pre-service teacher, I have here learning outcomes, and all you have to do is to identify the domain to which each given course learning outcome belong. Am I clear? Okay, number 1. Explain ICT policies and safety issues as they impact on the teaching learning process. What is your answer? Okay, that's correct. This is domain number 1, understanding ICT in education. Number 2, integrate media and technology to in various content area. What's your answer? Okay, this is domain number 3, pedagogy. Excellent. Number 3, apply learning theories and principles in the design and development of lessons through appropriate media and technologies for teaching learning. Okay, that's correct. This is domain number 2, which is about curriculum and assessment. Very good. You really understood the topic, and that's great. Now, let's talk about the International Educational Technology Standards for teachers and students. An international organization for educational technology called International Society for Technology in Education, or the ISTE, establish standards for both teachers and students. But now first, let us talk about the ISTE National Educational Technology Standards for teachers. So we have here the standard number 1, technology operations and concepts. This means that teachers demonstrate a sound understanding of technology, operations, and concepts. Standard number 2, planning and designing learning environment and experiences. So this standard implies that teachers utilize the use of technology to plan and design effective learning environments and experiences. Let's go to standard number 3, which is teaching, learning, and curriculum. So this means that teachers should be mindful that in the implementation of curriculum plan, they have to include strategies for applying technology to maximize student learning. Standard number 4, which is about assessment and evaluation. This means that teachers apply technology to facilitate a variety of effective assessment and evaluation strategies to collect and analyze data, interpret results, and communicate findings to improve instructional practice and maximize student learning. Let's go to standard number 5, productivity and professional practice. This means that teachers should use technology to engage in ongoing to professional development and lifelong learning in support of student learning, increase productivity, and to build community of learners. So standard number 6, social, ethical, legal, and human issues. This means that teachers understand the social, ethical, legal, and human issues surrounding the use of technology in support of students learning who come from diverse background, affirm diversity, promote safe and healthy use of technology resources for all students. So those are the ISTE National Educational Technology Standards for Teacher. Likewise, ISTE also developed standards needed for students. These standards will be used as a guide by teachers to plan technology-based activities in which students achieve success in learning, communication, and life skills. So this is the ISTE National Educational Standards for students. Take note, this is for students. So standard number 1, creativity and innovation. This standard will produce students who demonstrate creative think, construct knowledge, develop innovative products and processes using technology from existing knowledge. And standard number 2, communication and collaboration. This standard requires students to use digital media and environments to communicate and work collaboratively to support individual learning and contribute to the learning of others. So let's go to standard number 3, which is research and information fluency. This means that students are expected to apply digital tools to gather, evaluate, and use information and plan strategies for inquiry. Let's go to standard number 4, which is critical thinking, problem solving, and decision making. This means that these standards expect to students to use critical thinking skills to plan and conduct research, manage projects, solve problems, and make informed decisions using appropriate digital tools. Let's go to standard number 5, which is about digital citizenship. It is required by this standard that every technology students become a digital citizen who demonstrates ethical and legal behavior, exemplified by the practice of safe, legal, and responsible use of information. Let's go to standard number 6, which is about technology operations and concepts. So sound understanding of technology concepts, system, and operation is a standard that students should comply with. They too are expected to further transfer current knowledge to learning of new technologies. So again, those are the things that you need to consider as preparation to become a teacher. So as a teacher education student now, you will have to master the knowledge and skills for the standards for teachers. However, since you will become teachers in the future, you should harness the same knowledge and skills to become future teacher. I hope you learned something for today. That's all for now.